going to speak about a life map. What is a life map? What is really a life map? So life map is also going to be one of our activities. There's probably 3 different types of activities that you will get from the life map. It may be speaking about when were you born and now. It may be speaking about your life journey and all of those things. So it's activities that will also just tap into your past and where you are. So the map that we're going to be talking about for me is going to be based on these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements in my life. And the first one will be the peak. Yeah. So the peak in my life was when I reached out my goal of climbing Kilimanjaro. It took me 7 years to eventually get into my dream, and that cost me a whole lot of money, that cost me a lot of training and a whole lot of sacrifices for me to be able to reach my goal. That was 7 years. And I will just continue speaking about this story because I think it will make sense if I continue, and so you'll see what were the things that made it to be probably my peak. So the tough times in this story was to fundraise for this project. We had to fundraise for flights, we had to fundraise for accommodation, we had to fundraise for food, and it was very expensive. And also, when eventually I was in the mountain, I nearly died because of high altitude and being so used to be on sea level, but now I was almost 5,600 meters above sea level, and it was minus 35. I've never been so used to minus 35. So that was my tough times in doing this project. And my harsh critiques were people that were telling me, you will never make it. You'll never reach the top. My friends telling me, are you crazy? Why are you doing this? And all of those things. And those people kept me actually going because I realized that this was not their dream. This was my dream, and I wanted to make it happen. So my role model in this process was a guy that I was traveling with. So he was young, 10 years younger than me at the time, but I drew strength so much from him because he kept me going when I was almost giving up. And as much as I was his role model at the time, but to me he was my role model because he was pushing me to do this. And the turning point of this was, I think, perseverance, because when everybody didn't believe what capabilities we can do doing this project, we started having people inquiring and wanting to help. So we had British Airlines that came on board and gave us 2 tickets. And we had a guy from Mount Meru from Tanzania that gave us a room to stay. We had K-Way coming in and giving us jackets and all of that. And that really was our big turning point, because now people started to see that, no man, actually this thing can happen. And when we got to that point, I mean, the whole universe, we felt like now it was actually following what we wanted to do. So in this activity, you will then write your peaks. It could be whatever that it is in your life, and it could be different things. It could be when you pass your matric. It could be when you won lottery and all of this stuff, and we'll go through, and they may not be like this, the same, they may change, but we would want you to just write your peaks, your story, your tough times, your harsh critiques, and your role models, and your turning points in your life. And also, this is one of the exercises that you will be doing through your this course. And I hope again that this makes sense. And in our platforms, we'll also have platform to ask questions, and also platforms to chat.